Hi there! Today we're going to dive into the setup of your new Zwift Ride. But first, a quick yet important note. If you've got a cassette on your trainer, now's the time to make the switch to Zwift KICKR. Don't worry, there's an easy-to-follow guide inside your Zwift KICKR box that will have you ready to go in no time. If you're setting up your Zwift Ride with a KICKR Core Zwift 1, make sure to have already assembled and prepared your KICKR Core. If you haven't done this already, then follow the KICKR Core for Zwift Ride video. Already sporting a Zwift KICKR, you might be good to go. Check the color of the lock ring. If it's silver, you're set. If it's black, you'll need to swap it out for the Zwift KICKR, including with your frame. Let's get rolling. Inside the larger box, you'll find your Zwift Ride frame and the stem, which is the adjustable handlebar holder. The smaller box contains your handlebars, through axle, pedals, phone mat, charging cable, cable tidies, and the frame key. Inside, you'll also find your instruction pack, including your quick start guide. Say hi to your frame key. It's your all-in-one tool to put together and adjust your Zwift Ride. When you're not using it, store your frame key in the handy dock under the top tube. Before we get started, make sure you've got enough space to set it up. Next, align your Zwift Ride with the trainer. Lower it onto the dropout adapters and secure it with the through axle using your frame key. Next, we want to engage the chain and Zwift KICKR. Start by finding the chain tensioner and pull it gently down to release the tension on the chain. The chain should now be loose enough to move it onto the KICKR on your trainer. Set the chain on the KICKR. Next, make sure the chain is still on the front chainring. Then pull the tensioner back up to retension the chain. Give the crank a spin to make sure everything is running smoothly. Quick note here, you don't need to add any chain lube. This is pre-applied. Next, we'll fit the handlebar stem to your Zwift Ride. Start by sliding the stem onto the front leg. If it won't slide in smoothly, it's likely that you need to loosen the bolt that secures it at the front of the smart frame. Use your frame key to loosen the bolt, then gently slide the stem in. Once in position, tighten the adjustment point for the handlebar height using your frame key. And now you're ready to install your handlebars. Start by removing the cap at the end of the stem. To do this, you'll need to use the frame key to unscrew the bolt underneath the stem. Slide the cap off, but keep this to the side. You'll need it in a minute. Position your handlebars with the orange paddles facing forward. The center of the handlebars will slot into the track. You may need to loosen the bolt if it's too tight. You'll also need to lift the phone tray slightly to fully slide in the handlebars. When you're done, tighten the bolt in the center of the handlebars with your frame key. You can now replace the cap to where you removed it from before. Secure it with the bolt below and tighten it up using your frame key. If you have a tablet holder, now's the time to assemble it instead of replacing the cap. Now it's time to fit your pedals. You'll see that each of the included pedals is labeled, L for left and R for right. When you fit these or your own pedals, be sure to match each one with the correct crank. Keep your crank at about 3 or 4 o'clock to give the frame key the clearance it needs to rotate and tighten the pedal. Take the right pedal labeled R and match it to the right crank, also labeled R. Attach the pedal by carefully hand screwing the bolt into the crank until it's secure. Use your frame key to tighten it up. You'll want it very firm. Now take the left pedal, labeled L, and match it to the left crank, also labeled L. Screw the left pedal in the direction of the arrows marked on the crank arm. Again, use your frame key to tighten it up. Okay, we're almost done. Let's fit your phone tray mat. Go ahead and place it over the top of the adjustment point for your handlebar holder. Not only does it keep your phone secure when you're Zwifting, it's a handy place for snacks. Let's go ahead and plug in your charging cables. You can use these magnetic cable tidies for a cleaner look. They attach easily to the front leg of your Zwift Ride. A friendly safety reminder to never rotate the frame upwards or store your Zwift Ride vertically when it's attached to the trainer. And congrats! You've successfully assembled your Zwift Ride. To adjust it properly, check out our next video that will help you dial in your bike fit.